Wee, it's your brother Chewy. Got my keys jingling around and shit. So recently I just put out a short film called Are We Still Friends? This is basically inspired by Joshua Neal, who was a breakup for one. So that was my inspiration for it. My other inspirations for this film were Waves. Waves was an inspiration. That's one of my favorite movies, and a lot of just screen grabs from Shot Deck. What I used for this film, for you gearheads, I'm gonna get this out the way and then we finna get back to the art. 1C stand, Canon EOS R5C, a tripod. Lens was 24 to 70 millimeter, 1/8 Black Promise filter, an ND filter. That's what, seven things? Usually on projects where it's more narrative based, I usually have a shot list, and my shot list is put together through Milanote. This is not sponsored by Milanote. Here are just some of the shots that I put together. I wanted to make it feel very intimate. So a lot of these are all couple shots, or if not all of these, couple shots. I went into Shot Deck and I literally put couples, and then I just searched. I did a lot of searching. I wanted to have an intimate moment, but I wanted those intimate moments to grow within the span of like, what, 45 seconds? As you're watching this, you're watching a couple go on a date. And originally my plan was supposed to have multiple outfits, so it seems like there's more time passing. But on the day of the shoot, it was like an hour behind. The locations was not working out for like 2 of them. It was getting late. I wanted to do this in like 4-5 hours. Because I was an hour late, you know how it goes. Once you're behind, like, shit, now we're just scrambling to catch up.
That you actually drinking it for real. She said, I'm gonna put that. I said, yeah, you put that, yeah. As I see,
Shout out to my friend Peyton. She was the actress. That was one thing that I found pretty hard. Didn't want to make a call out on my story or anything like, hey, I need an actor. Not yet, at least. I wanted someone who was at least comfortable with me to act this out, and someone who I feel comfortable with. Someone who I already have that rapport with is Peyton. Me and her are cool, so that was pretty easy. I originally had someone else, but because she wasn't available the day I needed her to, I was not trying to wait another week and a half until a day that she was free. So I was like, I gotta find someone else. I also specifically wanted to portray Black people in this film. No hate or shade towards other groups of people. I just wanted to show my people, African Black people. During the filming of this, you probably noticed that in the first half of this film, it's a lot of warmer colors because it is sunset. So I specifically shot this around from like 4 o'clock all the way until 8-9 p.m. With it being a clear day and having those clear skies, we was able to get a lot of sunlight. And one of the inspirations was actually from Toy Story 2 for all those warm colors, and you'll probably notice that there was some rays of light. So when she's reminiscing about her human friend, there's a lot of warm colors and it's a warm feeling. So that's what I was replicating in that first 45 seconds. It's just those warm colors and a warm feeling, because you think of love, you think of warmth. I don't think of cold, because cold is like a cold shoulder. Like, you want to think of an open shoulder. There's the flip where you get the cooler tones at the end when he's listening to the voicemail. Originally on my shot list, I actually had it where it was going to be text, but did not have time to text it out. So instead of texting out, I decided to do voice. I asked Peyton, I'm like, yo, send me a voiceover, say these lines. She sent it to me like later that day. I was like, perfect. I actually spent more time editing the last like 20 seconds than the first like 45. Like the first 45 seconds, I did that within like an hour or 2. The last 20 seconds, I probably sat on that for like 3 hours, like tweaking small stuff just to make sure it hits. So all the sound design, everything, that was a very crucial part to making it feel like there was a lot of solitude, but also darkness in that room. One thing I would change next time is trying to be more intentional with how I light my room. I just use literally my lamp and the blue screen from my computer. Next time, I definitely would have brought a tube light to maybe add some type of moonlight coming from my window. But overall, this was a very fun film. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It seemed like y'all enjoyed it. Over 2,000 of y'all watched it, so y'all fucking with the kid, what can I say? You know, I have a lot of ideas in my notes app, but it just takes time to flesh out those ideas. So, you know, like my notes app hates to see me coming. Like, I pulled that bitch out. Boom. Another one. Another one.